Hey Clashers, it's Cleric time, and I'm actually in this match with 3 accounts, which means we have to do 3 attacks. But before we dive into those attacks, a quick notification because Supercell has finally listened to the community, to the creators, to pretty much everyone, because they have re-added the skin to the gold pass in the September season, which is amazing. As well, I have read your comments and it seems like that a lot of you have liked the Warden of like the skin set. So I have suggested to Supercell that they should add the Warden skin in here, and hey, they have listened. So here we go. We are going to get the legendary Warden skin in this gold pass, which is going to be amazing. As well, they are going to give everyone, like even the free-to-play players, 20 starry ore. Currently, it is 2 bitter potions, but because the ores are apparently bugging out the game or something, so those ores will be visible within next week. So just so you're not wondering, the starry ore is going to be still there. They have not removed that. It's just currently that the bitter potions are there as placeholders. I guess if you're going to get to this 2,601 points before next week, you will get most likely both rewards. I'm not really sure, but don't worry, you will get those starry ores, so that is still going to be in the books for everyone. Now, let's dive into the Clan War League. Let's hopefully that we 3-star here, but we're starting things off low, and then we're starting to ramp up quickly into the top bases, even though at this point most of those villages are maxed anyways. But let's take a quick look, because obviously we're trying to chase for a high rank. I will use my super witches. And the plan on this one is straightforward, as most of those Super Witch plans are. We're starting over here with that Warden. I will try to take down the cannon, and then we're going to use 1 Invis spell, using a second one just to be super safe. Sometimes the ranges of the Warden is a little bit random, so I want to make sure that we're guaranteed going to hit this Expo with a fireball to take down this compartment, and then we can dive in with the Super Witches, 1 jump here, Queen hopefully around the top side with that Siege Barracks together, wall break it in twice, and we should be hopefully good to go with our first 3-star. Let's give it a shot, let's go in, and let's get the job done. With my default Super Witch strategy, I have actually replaced one of those spells, which is the Poison spell. Typically, I don't need it because against Ice Golems, I don't really care. Against Super Minions, the Giant Skeletons are typically tanking, so the Poison is not as efficient, and that's why I'm using currently the Skeleton spell to distract the Monolith, for example, and such things. But let's start things off with the Baby Dragon, actually, to take down this cannon, to make then things way easier for us in our Fireball, because we want to make sure that that is working correctly. Now, this fireball like this. Turn that invisible. Now, come on, get this. And yes, perfect, we have gotten everything. Now the witches in here. Queen at the top side for the funneling, for the pathing, for everything. 2 droids already. The eagles are my witches, but I think I will add another droid just to make sure that it's staying alive. I am not adding the siege barrack just yet, so I'll wait for that a little bit. I will rage up the droids because there is a lot of damage in that beginning, but so far it should be alright. The queen should hopefully push everything back. We have now the ice golems in there. A poison would not really do much. That's why I'm using the skeleton, so we have something to distract in that core. I think that's going to be amazing. Let's use the king ability to funnel a little bit. He's going around the outside, which is totally fine. So let's now use this right here. Queen should walk inside. Let's add this. Next wall break, the jump. Now some more droids. Another wall break just like this, so everything has access into the base. But things look really, really promising so far. The king is tanking nicely on the left side. We can rage up the droids again. As I said, whenever you're playing this strategy, you want to rage up the droids. That's your main objective with this. And as soon as we're at the tunnel, we are going to freeze that Invis tower to make sure that we're bursting down the town hall. The warden decided to attack it a bit earlier than I was expecting, but we have all of those droids, so they will keep everything alive. Let's raise them up now. We still have the Royal Champion. I have not even deployed her. I think that attack, like this attack, should be pretty overpowering, to be honest. The droids are getting their last couple of heals in. We still have the Queen ability. Let's just use that, so we have the clones and everything, and this is good to go. Let's just add the Royal Champion because so we don't have to wait that long for cleanup, I guess. But yeah, like power-wise, she was definitely not needed. Royal Champion ability, and we're good to go for our first 3-star. That's a great start. Making sure that we're collecting the first 3-star. This means we're having 2 attacks to go to make sure that we're starting things off really nicely. We will double check as well what the other player has started with the attacks in the clan. And let's go to the next account and to the next attack. Perfect, 2 3-stars to start things off. So let's go towards the next base we're going to attack, which is going to be this one. On this one, I will go a little bit more fancy, or at least a little bit. So I will start with my warden in this corner. We're going to turn those 2 buildings invisible. With that, we should hit with the fireball this expo, and then we can take down this entire island. Then use the super witches that will go around the top that they can reach everything over here. And then I will try to get into this compartment to then jump over here, get the queen with the siege barracks around the outside. Everything should get pushed towards the town hall eventually. That is the plan. I hope it's straightforward. Let's give it a try and let's dive in. Another great use case for the skeleton spell is like giant cannons, like the merged cannons. And this one out here should be amazing to be distracted. So my siege barracks, P.E.K.K.A. and the queen can do a great job of like clearing everything out over there. But let's start things off right on the outside with my warden. Hopefully no Tesla whatsoever. That's a good start. Turn this invisible. Now the fireball. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now let's do the next thing, like a wizard right here. Now the witches, and they should work all the way around because there's nothing in the second layer. So they should work their way around this top side. And then we can start with the anti-funnel. I actually should start already because there's a lot of storages, so it will take some time. If time is running out a little bit more, then we can still use the... Just add the druids. Then we can still add the queen ability with the clones and everything. Let's wait for the cannon to go down. We can already use the king. And then we're getting everything ready with the wall breaks. The things so far look pretty promising, I would say. Let's wall break first. 2 more droids. There is a lot of... Oh my goodness, let's freeze this quickly. Can use the queen ability. The wall is already open. The healers are transitioning over, but that hopefully should be alright. Let's use the skeleton spell right here to distract the cannon, exactly as we planned. Let's use the jump right here, and then we can push into the core with the rage. As always, for those droids, 1 more droid, and then we have 2 more droids for the backhand. So far, things look good. We still have the king ability, which is amazing. See a lot of full blue bars, so that's why I'm adding another 2 droids. And then we should go through the last wall like it's nothing. Let's add another wall break here. Baby Dragon, so we're pushing in there. We still have the Royal Champion to deploy. Another rage for the droids should be amazing. Even 1 healer is in the core, which is healing everything up. Like that's... I'm totally fine with that. Happy to have that. They have broken through. That's amazing. Now the Royal Champion down here. And the base is gone. Another 3-star for us. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go. Clean up. Wall break again, because why not? And then we can let's like rage up whatever we want, I guess. Get a phrase in here. Get the Royal Champion ability. And the base is done. That's always the cool thing, right? Like you can let your super witches walk a little bit, because if there's nothing in the second layer, let's do a super witch walk, right? Like there is no problem with that. You don't have to do like a queen charge or anything. Just a super witch walk, no problem whatsoever. We took down the 1 flank of this, and then we jumped quite early. Yes, that might sound risky in the first place with having the town on the back end, but with the funnel on the far left side, like this entire side was gone. The far right side was gone because of, as well, the queen pushing in there. The troops had no other chance of other than going towards the town hall, so the jump was not needed, and that gives us another 3-star. Let's move on though with the next attack. And our last attack will be versus the number 1 base, versus this beautiful base right here. And the concept again is pretty much the same, with it going from the far side towards the town hall, which means we're starting right here with our queen. I'm not sure if I can turn those 2 buildings invisible with only 1 spell, so I'll probably just use 2, like 1 invisibility spell right here and 1 right there, so I can hit this air defense. That's the target which I want to go for the fireball. The reason for that is because then we're going to get this pathing, and then we can like enter in here. We can use a fancy jump like this and have the queen funneling everything like that, and hopefully this base is just going to be done after this. That's the concept, that's the approach. Let's get the job done. Okay, let's see if there are any Tesla or whatsoever, but I just hope that we don't have that. So let's get it like, how do we do this? Like this, I believe. 1, 2, fireball, earth. Okay, let's go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now the wall break like this, we can start with the queen right here. King like this, the opening is right there, so he should walk inside. And then we're going to wall break yet again to get into that Sing Inferno Tower. We can now again use that skeleton spell to distract the Sing Inferno Tower, which is going to be amazing for our purpose right here. Let's add some droids and take a look at this. Everything works out beautifully. The queen should walk now towards the far right side. Wall break, Baby Dragon, and now as well the siege barracks. So things look actually really good. Now we have to hit that jump. I hope that jump was perfect to lead us into that core. I would actually freeze this and rage this and use the king ability, so he's quite tanky. That's, I think, quite nice. Let's reinforce the droids. We have still 2 more droids to go. That Tesla is quite annoying. I would use the Royal Champ actually. And I would try to reinforce with some more droids. Let's rage them up again. As always, we're trying to rage up the droids. But currently the droids are going everywhere, but not into the core as expected or as planned. But I think that should be alright. I think we're still fine because we have funneled everything so nicely together that this is not a problem, or it should be not a problem. Let's use the Royal Champion with her ability. And we should get that Town Hall within the next few seconds. Let's freeze this. The Queen still has her ability, so that is no problem, hopefully. We have like the Headhunter for the defending heroes. Let's just use them. And we still have that Queen and her magic mirror and those healer puppets and everything. And yeah, that base is gone yet again. Super Witches right now are just so insane. And I mean, that will be literally the best strategy after the equipment changes, after the troop, and after the spell changes. Like, it's going to be the best strategy in the entire game. Not as easy as, for example, the Mass Dragon attack, which we have showed or like highlighted yesterday as a guide video. But it's still somewhat simple, I guess, like maybe a little bit harder than most of those spammy armies like Root Riders or like the Mass Dragons. But overall, a solid start for us. 4 attacks for 3 stars. In our first match, well, we have gotten a 44 stars because, well, I have lost my like 60 or more triple in a row Clan War League season, or like triple season, whatever, because I failed, because yeah, that attack was not great. You can check that out on my German channel if you really want to see how I failed there. But that's it for me for today. Let me know what do you think about the Super Witches, and what do you think about the Supers that actually listened. I'm actually really happy about this hero because I felt like it was the best hero by far, so I'm really happy that they listened there and added this hero, not another hero. I mean, this Babe Dragon, like, or this Dragon General is just so cute, but if you want to support me there, you can as well use code iTzu if you're buying it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.